new Google Gemini update is insane. You're still using AI the same way you did last year. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer, and you think that's it. That's the problem, because Google just dropped something that changes everything. And if you're not paying attention right now, you're going to be left behind. Hey, I'm Hada. I teach people how to actually use AI tools in ways that save time and make work easier. And today we're talking about one of the biggest AI updates I've seen in a long time. This is not a minor tweak. This is a completely different way of thinking. And I know what you're thinking. You're not a scientist. You're not a researcher. You don't care about math Olympiads. So why does this matter to you? Here's the thing. Every time AI gets smarter at the top, it filters down into everything you already use. The same reasoning improvements that let it solve world-class math problems today are what make it better at writing your content, analyzing your data, planning your projects, and solving your everyday problems faster. The ceiling goes up and your tools get sharper because of it. So even if you never touch a research paper in your life, this update affects how good your AI tools are going to be in the next 6 months. I'm going to break down exactly what changed, why it matters, and what you can actually do with it. So stick around. On February 12th, 2026, Google released a major upgrade to Gemini 3 Deep Think. This is their specialized reasoning mode, and the results are honestly kind of wild. The International Mathematical Olympiad is one of the hardest math competitions in the world. The best student mathematicians from every country compete. These are problems that take expert-level thinking to even understand, let alone solve. Gemini 3 Deep Think solved 5 out of 6 problems. In under 4.5 hours, it scored 35 points, gold medal level. Here's what makes that even more impressive. Last year, Google's AI got silver medal at the same competition. But to do that, it needed human experts to translate the problems into a special computer language first. Then, it needed 2 to 3 days of computation time. This year, Gemini Deep Think read the problems in plain English and solved them in the time limit. No translation, no 2 days of compute. And it's not just math. Deep Think also hit gold medal level on the written sections of the 2025 International Physics Olympiad and the Chemistry Olympiad. Let that sink in. Physics, chemistry, gold medal. The same competitions the brightest students on the planet train years for. On ARC AGI-2, a benchmark designed to test whether AI can learn new concepts on the fly, it scored 84.6%, verified by the ARC Prize Foundation. On Humanity's last exam, where experts designed questions specifically to defeat modern AI, it scored 48.4% without any tools. That's a new record. Nobody has hit that before. And in competitive coding, it reached an ELO rating of 3,455 on Codeforce's legendary Grandmaster level. We're talking about a rank that less than 1% of human programmers ever reach. This is not incremental progress. This is a different category of AI entirely. Now, I want to pause here for a second. When I first started diving into tools like this, I was honestly overwhelmed. There's so much happening so fast. Figuring out which updates actually matter versus which ones are just noise is genuinely hard. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom, with over 2,000 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. All of that points to the same thing. The model now simultaneously explores multiple hypotheses. It doesn't follow one path. It runs through different possibilities at the same time, compares them, and converges on an answer. Google calls this parallel thinking, and it's why Deep Think can now handle problems that are messy, open-ended, and incomplete. The kind of real-world problems that AI has traditionally struggled with. Let me give you some concrete examples. A mathematician at Rutgers University used Deep Think to analyze a complex research paper. The model found a subtle logical error that human peer reviewers had missed, something experts trained for years in that field had overlooked, an AI catching what humans didn't. That's where we are. Then there's materials science. Researchers were trying to grow thin films larger than 100 micrometers, a target that had been eluding them using standard methods. Deep Think helped identify a precise recipe to make it happen, a problem that stumped scientists, solved. And this one, I think, is the most visual. You draw a sketch on paper or digitally. Deep Think analyzes it, models the geometry, and generates a file you can send straight to a 3D printer. Sketch to physical object. No CAD expert, no back and forth, just your drawing and a finished file ready to print. And then there's this. They solved 18 previously unsolved research problems across mathematics, physics, and computer science. 18. And they disproved a mathematical conjecture that had been open since 2015. A decade of human mathematicians couldn't crack it. Deep Think did. So, who has access to Deep Think right now? It's currently available in the Gemini app for Google AI Ultra subscribers, which is Google's top-tier plan. For developers and researchers, Google is also opening up API access through an early access program. And for everyone else, the direction is clear. What starts at the top tier eventually makes its way down. Now here's the bigger picture takeaway. Google DeepMind describes Deep Think as a force multiplier for human intellect. It handles the heavy lifting of knowledge retrieval and verification so the human can focus on creative direction and the bigger questions. Not a replacement, a collaborator. If you're a researcher or engineer, get on the early access API list. If you work in a field that relies on technical accuracy, the reasoning improvements in Gemini 3 broadly are worth testing right now. And if you just want to work smarter, open the Gemini app, select Thinking in the Model dropdown, and start there. That gets you Gemini 3 Pro's reasoning capabilities today. Google is expanding so quickly, if you don't act right now, you will be left out. Everyone is moving and improving fast. This is the future. Everything changing each day. Learn and improve your skills. That is all. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 46,000 members who are crushing it with AI. That's everything on the new Gemini 3 Deep Think update. If this was useful, hit like, it helps the channel a lot. And subscribe if you want to keep up with what's actually happening in AI without the noise. I'll see you in the next one.